Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to our yoga practice. We have a couple of minutes, which is a good amount of time to roll out the mat, to create your space. To welcome any yoga partners. So we're settling in on the mat, and you can use this time for gentle movement or to start centering. We're going to begin in a seated posture today, if you wanted to head that way. We'll see if Molly ends up staying with us or not. I'm very interested today. So we're coming into our space, we're settling onto the mat. Another minute or so, give or take. We're just creating our space. Maybe heading towards that comfortable seated position. If there's anything you'd like to have nearby during your practice, a block, a bolster, a blanket, go ahead and grab that and have it sitting nearby. I won't be specifically calling anything using a prop today, but you can always integrate one. Alright, we're getting close to time, so if you haven't already found that comfortable seated position, let's go ahead and find one. That can be legs crossed, legs stacked, legs out. You could kneel, whatever's serving you, just somewhere you can start to feel grounded. Let the legs soften a bit. You sit tall. You can let the hands rest on your knees or in your lap. You could take hands to heart center if you prefer. And start to settle in. Maybe you close the eyes here, or you can soften the gaze. Allow the attention to turn in as we begin to breathe, deepening that breath. Maybe to start, you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Gently calm the body. Invite in ease. Feel rooted. And then maybe you start breathing in and out through the nose. As you scan the body, moving from head to toe. As you notice tension, see if the breath can help you release it. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, something positive that's speaking to you, something you can tap into here on the mat and then take with you out into the world, I welcome you to do so. Maybe that's a little mantra like I am strong. Maybe it's a focus on one word like passion. Whatever is speaking to you, tap into that. And then if the eyes are closed, we'll begin to flutter them open. So come back into the space. We'll gently let the left ear fall toward the left shoulder as we stretch the neck. The weight of the head creates the stretch as the shoulders drop away from the ears. And gently come back to center. And then opposite side, right ear toward right shoulder. And as we let the head drop, the shoulders may want to tense up. See if you can let them drop down to stay relaxed. And come back to center. Drop chin to chest. And then we'll draw a line with the nose up toward the sky. Feel that little lift of the heart. And back to center. We'll look left. We'll look right. We'll look left. We'll look right. And then we'll meet back at center. As we start to create little circles with the shoulders, you can start big or small, forward or backward. And gently grow this motion a little larger. Allow the arms to simply move with you, whatever feels natural. And then slow it down and reverse direction. Again, start small. Feel the movement. Notice the connection from the shoulder into the neck, into the back, into the arms. Just build that awareness. And we'll slow it down. We'll bring hands kind of at center, stacking one over the other, and start to rotate them around one another without touching the hands. So we're loosening the wrist. You can wiggle the fingers here if you like. And if stacking the hands doesn't serve you, you can do this out to the side as well. Gentle movement. Keep awareness on the wrists. And then gently reverse. Keep the breath steady. And then we'll find stillness as we bring hands down to our knees. We'll begin some seated cat-cow, so there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can keep hands at knees, and as you inhale, press the heart forward, gently lift the gaze. Exhale as you round. Or you could have the arms out, taking that inhale, the arms float back. And as you exhale, the arms float forward, maybe palms come together. So there's some variations there. And we'll start to move at your own breath pace. Inhale, the heart opens, presses forward. Exhale, presses back, we round. And just continue this at your own breath pace for a few rounds. You can hold wherever you need. And as you restart, make sure the breath and the movement are connected. We'll take one more full round and then we'll meet back at our neutral spine. From here, I'll take hands down to side body. Left hand connects to the mat. We'll inhale the right up. Exhale as we take it over. Finding that nice big stretch through the right ribs. Keep your connection to your root, either through your sit bones or if you're in that kneeling posture, kind of through the shins. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down. Right hand connects to the mat. We sit tall. Inhale up the left. Keep that length. Exhale as you take it over. Feel the breath in the ribs. And as you hold here, notice if you start to kind of shrink forward. You want to keep the heart open. A little softness through that upper shoulder, elbow, and wrist. We'll inhale up. Exhale, left hand down. We'll take right hand to left knee. A gentle twist. We're not really pressing. The gaze goes to the left. And then we unwind. And opposite side. Left hand to right knee. We keep length in the spine as the gaze goes to the side. Keep a little softness through the legs and hips. Open back to center. And we'll set the right shin in front of the left as we prepare to fold forward. If you're kneeling, you could stay there and just do the fold from that position. So if you're seated, right shin in front of left, shin roughly parallel to the edge of the mat. We'll sit tall, and then gently hinge forward as you walk the hands away. You can stop whenever you need. And if you're in that kneeling posture, you can simply fold down, finding a child's pose. So nice variations. Soften the upper body. Keep the hips connected to the mat. And gently walk the hands back as you lift up. And we'll swap legs. If you're kneeling, you'll sit up and keep your same posture since you're doing a two-legged version. So if you're seated, left shin in front of right, we sit tall. And again, fold forward. We're finding our variation. The gaze can come down to the mat, the earth. The exhale helps you melt a little deeper. We'll walk the hands in as we lift up. And we'll transition down onto back body. So however you'd like to do that, nice and gently. Bring the spine down to the mat, head and shoulders rest. We'll keep the legs bent, feet on the mats, about hip-width distance apart. And then when you're ready, draw the right knee in. Keep the spine long. We'll start to draw circles with the right foot. So we're loosening the ankle, all those connected tissues. Wiggle the foot. And reverse direction. Find stillness as we give that knee a little squeeze. We'll send it up to about 90 degrees. And gently lower and lift the foot. So the foot doesn't connect to the mat on the lower, and it doesn't have to go all the way to the sky on the lift. A little movement for the knee. On your next lift, we'll extend the leg, and again, doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You can keep a little bend at the knee as the sole of the foot shines toward the sky. Big stretch through the back of the leg, and then we'll point the toes and invite that stretch down through the top of the foot and the front of the leg. Little point and flex. And then with control, gently bring the right foot back to the mat. When right foot connects, we'll draw the left knee in. Draw those circles with the left foot. Mindful of how the joint is feeling. Keep awareness throughout the body. Reverse direction. Notice the subtle differences between the directions as well as the sides. How it all works together to help keep us stable as we move through our days. We'll find stillness with the right foot. Give that knee a little squeeze. Take it up to 90. And do that lower and left. Mindful of how the knee is feeling. Move at your own pace. extended sole of the foot shines up. Press into the heel. Maybe draw the toes toward the body slightly. And then point the toes. Feel that stretch all the way through the top of the foot into the shin, down the front of the leg. A little point and flex. And then with control, bring the left foot back to the mat. When left foot touches, we're going to go ahead and slide that leg long. Let the right knee fall open. Supine tree. Sole of the right foot connects to the extended leg. Gravity gently draws down on the right knee, helping create a nice stretch for the hips and the inner thigh. You could take the right hand and let it gently rest on that thigh to deepen the stretch. If that leg needs a little support, you could take right hand and create a little cradle underneath the leg. Return to the breath. Maybe tap into that intention that you set for class. We'll take the right hand to the outer thigh, gently help that leg up. We'll draw right knee in, our half wind relieving pose. Deep stretch through the hips. Keep the spine long on the mat. The head and the shoulders may want to start to curl up. Let them remain resting. We'll hold on to right knee with right hand as we let that knee gently fall open, exploring our range of motion. We'll gently draw it back to center. Let's follow the breath there. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. Inhale as we open. Exhale to center. You can go slightly beyond the midline if you like. Just continuing this at your own breath pace for a few rounds. Mindful of how the hip is feeling. Maybe feel that nice massage between the hip and the back and the mat. And on your next journey to center, we'll pause there. Get that leg a little squeeze, send that heel high. With control, we'll gently lower the right leg down. When the right heel hits, we'll slide the right heel along the mat as we bend that knee. And then let left knee fall open. Our supine tree, opposite side. Right leg is extended. Got that nice bend at the left, the sole of that foot connected to the extended leg. Gravity gently drawing the leg down. Maybe you deepen that stretch with the weight of the left hand, totally optional. Keep the hips square to the sky as best you can. Another variation for the arms here is you could send it out to a T or to cactus arms, inviting in a slight heart opener as well to the posture. Very similar to our standing tree pose. You can grow those branches, but let the arms rest on the mat. Kind of a fun way to play with the shape. We'll take the left hand and gently help the left knee up. Draw that knee in toward the chest. You can grab around the shin or behind the thigh. Feel the belly press into the thigh with each inhale. And feel the space that you create with each exhale. Soften the hips. breath as we hold on to the left knee with left hand and let that knee fall open. The knee can be as close to the shoulder or as far away as you need. And gently draw it back to center. Follow the breath. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Move at your own pace. And as you invite in this movement, try to keep the hips square to the sky, not too much rotation there. Sometimes putting the right hand to right hip can be a nice reminder of that. A little grounding for the mind. And on your next journey to center, we'll meet there. Get that knee a little squeeze, send the heel high. With control, lower the left leg down. Both legs stay extended as we inhale the arms overhead. Nice full body stretch. Reach from fingers to toes. And then on an exhale, we'll draw both knees in. Nice full body hug. You could stay here in stillness. You could gently rock side to side. That might feel nice along the back body. Totally optional. If you're rocking, let's slow it down and meet back at center. We'll take peace fingers behind the knees. Rock along the length of the spine and use that momentum to bring you up to a nice seated posture. We'll extend the legs in front of us, feet about hip-width distance apart. Get the sit bones connected down. As we sit tall, head over heart, shoulders drop away from the ears. Take a breath. And then on an inhale, lift the arms. Long spine, exhale as we forward fold in our seated posture. You can hold feet, ankles, shins, the mat. If you have a strap, and that's part of your practice. Lots of variations here as we shine the heart forward. Remember to keep that length in the spine. There can be a little micro bend at the knees if needed. Inhale, we'll lift up. We'll tuck the legs in as we transition over and find a tabletop position somewhere near the middle of the mat. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrist as best you can. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then leave the hips and knees where they are as you start to slide the hands away, melt the heart toward the mat. Puppy pose, big stretch through the front midline, the shoulders, the upper back. You can stay on flat palms, you could come to forearms, you could temp the fingers. Finding what feels right for your body this morning. We'll start to slide the hands in. Back to tabletop. Fly the right foot. Scoop the belly as you bring it forward, planting it somewhere near the front of the mat. Our low lunge. Allow the hips to settle as you draw the gaze forward. We'll curl the back toes, lift off of that knee, drop that back foot to about a 45, and gently lift up. Make any little adjustments you need to. We've got our warrior one stance, both feet firmly rooted down. Hips square to the front edge of the mat. Inhale the arms up. Palms shine toward one another. Maybe lift the gaze slightly. Invite in a little smile, a little joy for the day. On an exhale, release the hands, interlace them behind you. Draw the knuckles down. Nice big heart openers. The shoulder blades come together. Release the hands, Rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Bring hands to mat and step it back. Finding high plank, you can come into the knees if you like. We'll take a breath. And then lower the knees, return to your neutral tabletop. From here, we'll fly the left foot. Scoop the belly as we bring that foot forward, low lunge. Take a moment here. Let the hips settle. Feel that nice stretch into the front of the right thigh. And then we'll start to build. Curl the right toes, lift off with that knee. Ooh, drop the back foot to 45. Maybe don't take quite as big of a step as I did. And we'll gently lift up. We've got a nice bend at the left knee. Knee is stacked over the ankle or a little bit behind it. We square the hips, root down and rise up. Arms come to the sky. Spread the fingers wide. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Tap back into that intention if you set one. If not, maybe think of something that brings you happiness. On an exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers behind the back. Knuckles draw down, shoulder blades together, big heart opener. We'll release the hands. With control, rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Hands to mat. Gently step it back, high plank. One breath. From here, we'll shift the hips up and back, down dog. Trying to find a flat back as best you can. And we'll take a little wave through the body as we lift the heels, shift the hips back to high plank. Shift the hips up and back, down dog. Keep that connection to your foundation. Grip the mat. Feel that connection through the balls of the feet and the toes as we lift the heels, shift the hips back to high plank. Make any little adjustments you need. Core is strong. Once more, we'll shift the hips up and back, down dog. Maybe shake the head a little yes and no, loosen the neck. And then once more, find that wave through the body as you shift to high plank. Arms are strong. Core is engaged. We'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, hips to heels, child's pose. You can keep the knees near one another, or you can take them wide to the edges of the mat, letting the body melt a little closer to the mat, creating a little extra space to breathe in. We'll keep the arms stretched overhead for one more breath. And gently soften them, maybe a bend at the elbows. Let the shoulders relax. You could create a little pillow with the fist or the palms for the forehead. If the knees are together, you could take the arms alongside body as well. Let the hips settle a little closer toward the heels. Feel that connection to the mat. Allow the body to sink down a little further. Invite in a little more ease as you quiet the mind. up and give them a nod of recognition, and then gently release them, knowing that they'll be there for you later if they're important. But right now is a moment to be present, to feel connected to the body, the breath, to feel rooted. Allow the breath to begin returning to your natural rhythm. Maybe tap back into that intention once more. And we'll start to gently lift up and rotate on to your favorite hip and find a seated posture or that kneeling posture, whichever is serving you. You can return to where you started or try something different. As we bring hands together at heart center to seal in our practice. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice today. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.